always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. We got so much to talk to you about tonight, and we have a quilt behind us. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I know there's a lot of other video options out there, so thank you so much for taking the time to spend some time with me, either live or whenever the spirit suits you. I see some people are hopping on here, and yay, it looks like people can hear me. We see people wooting. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everyone who is saying hello. And it's a rowdy bunch tonight. Rowdy, rowdy. I love rowdy. If someone on Facebook could do me a favor and share over to our Patchworks party page, that would be fabulous, because I have limited controls here tonight. So I will do my best to check out all the comments as they come, so that I can answer any of your questions live. If I miss any of them, well, of course, I will go ahead and answer them after the program. So it is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. Behind me, we have a brand new sample here, and this is the Noah's Ark quilt featuring the Panel Blast pattern. We have it done up as a quilt kit. Let me quick get this link to you. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so it's the Panel Blast kit featuring Noah's Ark fabric. Isn't it cool? We just got it bound and up for you, and I hope all of you are doing all right with the water. We had a little bit of a drought. We didn't have too much snow, and then we've had all this rain. So I thought, how perfect the timing that we release our Ark quilt so that we can all just float away safely while the water is being crazy. So this kit here that we did up, it features the Panel Blast pattern by Swirly Girls, which we have in stock and available separately. The thing that I really like about this Panel Blast quilt is that it is sized to fit either the 24-inch repeat panel or the 36-inch repeat panel, so that you can just have one pattern with all your math ready to go. If your panel is somewhere in between the two, I just recommend that you size it up or trim it down to match what size it is. And here, I think we can even see that we went ahead and pieced in an edge here to get it to be the size, so that it can be, that's part of the pattern recommendation, but it's just really nice to be able to true it up to the exact size that you need so that the rest of the math works, right? So this particular size with the smaller quilt panel in there finishes 63 by 81. So that's really awesome. That's a nice small twin size. So as those wee ones are growing up and going into a larger bed, this is really nice. This could also be used as a playmat, a couch quilt, all sorts of really great things. So we have everything that you need to make this quilt top, including the pattern, the panel, all of the coordinating fabric, and you just are required to get 5 1/4 yards of backing. This particular quilt kit is only $119.99, and that is a really great price. We wanted to make sure that we could keep it at a nice price point for you, so there is a little bit of solid in here to help with that. And I love, love, love the star background that we have. So we have 6 kits made up right now. We have more of this background on order, and we do have other coordinating yardage in the store to make more, but if you want to make it just like Heidi, you want to scoop it up and get it sooner than later. A lot of you always want to know what we put on the back, so let's see what we put on the back. We had a super adorable safari print in our clearance section. I don't know that anyone else can have it just like us, but always shop if you're looking for some fun things. A lot of times we have really great novelty pieces in our clearance section, so that works really well. And I love, love, love that Angie quilted it up with a super, super cute Noah's Ark quilt design. So that is super awesome. You're going to want to come in store and check that out. So I'm happy that you all loved that one. I think it could be a very versatile pattern as well for many, many, many different types of panels. All right. So that is the beautiful new quilt kit that we have ready to go for you. And if you were tuned in right at the beginning, you also might have seen a little teaser here for a gravity quilt kit. So for those of you that have been in with us for a minute or two, you may remember that when Julie Herman had debuted her gravity quilt kit back in the day, we featured quilt kits featuring Kona solids with this particular quilt. And it's been done in a variety of different ways. It's an intermediate level pattern, and Julie Herman from Jaybird Quilt is going to start up a quilt along in January of 2025. Now I know we're barely into 2024, right? But I just wanted to announce that she did a big announcement this week announcing this big thing, and I wanted to share with you that we are supporting the program. So if you were wanting to get the box kit for this, let me know. I do have pre-order links up on the website. I'm going to share that link with you. You can also just let me know what you're thinking. I believe I need to have my orders in June 1st at the latest. So I'm going to do some guesstimating, but if you had wanted just to let me know or sign up if that's better for your budget, totally works. And if you're doing it online, I believe there's also an option to split it up for you once you get to that checkout part, if that is more convenient for your budget. Let me grab the link for that for you. And, you know, I know it's super early, so we don't need to sign up for that right now, but I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, when these things go out on the internet, sometimes you have that fear of missing out. And so you just don't necessarily know if we're going to do it. So we're trying to modify how we're sharing information with you so that you know that we're going to be playing along too. All right, so let me sneak and just get you a little bit more information here in case if you were doing that. So are any of you who on right now, did any of you make the original? I think one or two of you for sure have that are watching tonight. So chime into the comments if you made that. And I did want to share with you here that it is a 97 by 96 inch quilt. You could make it a titch larger by adding borders to it. And it works with Julie's hex and more and super sidekick rulers. It is using 10-inch squares. So this is featuring the Stonehenge fabric as well as other basics from Northcott Fabrics. So it has that textured look rather than that flat look with the solids. And with the box kit, it is going to come with 10-inch squares of all of the different fabrics that you need for the colors, as well as your gradient backgrounds from the available Stonehenge pieces. So really, really nice texture. We haven't been carrying all of the Stonehenge in our store on the bolt, and I was joking with the Northcott fabric rep that this is an evil plan for us to bring in a larger selection of Stonehenge in order to complement the kit offering. So Quilt Along starts in January 2025. The quilt kits are going to be shipped to us in November-ish, so I'm saying December delivery. So if you were looking for that to be your 2024 holiday surprise, you can go ahead and put that on your wish list right away. Okay. Joe made it. Yes, it's a UFO. She needs to assemble all the block. It was lots of fun. Well, the good thing is that if you made it, if you were participating in it the first time, you'll have worldwide enthusiasm for putting it on an active UFO completion list for 2025. Yay! So that's a good thing. So cool. Oh, and I see that we have people tuning in from all over the country. So that is super exciting. I love it when you include me in your vacation plans. I love it. I get to travel vicariously through you. All right, what else do I have to show you today? So should we go right away and talk about the bundle of the week? Does that sound like fun? Bundle of the week. I still haven't made my sound effects for that. Bah. Maybe one of these days. So we were talking in the store about sunshine and the eclipse and all sorts of fun things. And well, you know, with it being so dreary and rainy and kind of snowy, you know, we're kind of ready for spring. We had our fake spring earlier, but now we're ready for real spring. So we thought we were going to do up another version of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful white, yellow, black pollinator, daisy, sunflower, you know, really, really, really fun fabric. So let's take a peek overhead and take a peek at this bundle of the week. What do we call it? We call it Bees and Flowers. Ooh, bees and flowers. All right, so let's take a peek. So this was Heidi's inspiration piece. Isn't that one really, really pretty? It's a timeless treasure piece. So we added in really fun black texture. We have this great sunflower here. Fun Patrick Lose black on black, some jot dot, some honeycomb, beautiful texture, some white on white, kind of crisp, clean it up. Black lines on white, another white on white, some pollinators, and some hives. Isn't that fun? Super fun. So let me get the link for the Fat Quarter bundle deals, the bundle of the week. We offered this one in the Fat Quarter and Half Yard. And if you are not familiar with our bundle of the weeks, they are 12 fabrics that we've curated together, offered to you at a special price. So the regular price on this bundle would be $39. The sale price on the Fat Quarter bundle is $24.99, and 12 fat quarters is 3 yards of fabric. They work perfectly well in our 12-pack patterns that we hand out complimentary when you come and visit, or with any purchase that you make online. We include them along. We've shared quite a series of them with you. They are really great for really any fat quarter pattern. 12 fat quarters is the yardage equivalent of 3 yards, a layer cake, or a jelly roll. If you're looking to make a larger quilt, then you'd want to go ahead and pick up a half yard bundle or just add more fabrics. So a half yard bundle would have a half yard of all 12, so that would be 6 yards of fabric, okay? 3 yards would be great for a lap quilt. 6 yards is great for making a twin or a small double. And when you're thinking about how much fabric you need, think in multiples of 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, or more depending on the pieciness of your quilt. So that's my fabric sizing tip of the day. All right. And what could you do with this for a kitchen, Deb wants to know. Oh, goodness. What could we do with this for a kitchen? Well, you could make some table topper accessories. You could make you could make a table topper and some placemats. We had a lot of fun with this. I'm going back to my favorite Venice table runner pattern that I keep sharing with you. And so actually, no, I don't have it any longer, but we had, when this color scheme first came out, I had made up some really fun Venice placemat table runner settings. And so if my memory serves me right, I believe you can get the table runner and all 6 placemats out for the braids, as long as you add a little bit of extra for the outside border for your Venice table runner. And then of course you'll need backings. So that could be a really great option for you. You could also make fun napkins with this if you wanted some mismatched napkins. What you could do is you could pair 2 of them together, and you could trim it down into a square. So probably like a 17.5-inch square if you wanted them all to be the same size. Otherwise, just square up each of them as big as you can. Right sides together, sew around the perimeter, leaving a little bit of a gap, flipping it out, and then doing a nice edge stitch. You could get 6 really fun decorative napkins from that. That would be kind of a mix and match, but coordinate. Let's see. What else? You could make some great coasters. You could use it to make some bianny fun projects like the mixer cover. You could make some fun fabric baskets to be a centerpiece. So lots and lots and lots of fun things. So hopefully that got your creative juices going, and I'd be more than happy to share more ideas with you in store. All right, so this one here goes really well with our next color builder bundle. So we've been having lots of fun going around the rainbow. Let us know if there are colors that you're looking for. So, oh, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe it's been a couple months now, we were having fun helping customers play with fun applique quilts. So we just released our whole Zootropolis 2 kit, right? Remember that one? We are, let me just quick share in case if you forget seeing this one. So it was hanging behind me, this beautiful Zootropolis 2. It is quilted and hanging in the front of the shop. It is super, super pretty, and we do have full box kits available for the whole thing that you can make it just like Lisa, okay? And if you had wanted to make the other setting without the bust, you would just need to add a little bit of extra fabric in order to set them in the square setting and not the bust setting. Okay, so when you're talking about making a quilt like that, if you're not going to be using a kit, you definitely need a little bit of a lot. So that was kind of the inspiration behind these Stash Builder bundles. And so we just have been going around the color room and making these great bundles. So these are the yellows, and we just finished packaging them today. And they actually even go with our bundle of the week, which is super cool. So you might want to pick up both of them. So let's take a peek overhead and look at these great yellows. So the beauty of these Stash Builder bundles are that we curate a collection ranging in the warm and cool, the pastel to the saturated, just so that you have a better box of crayons when you are working on a project. We have been doing these in fat quarters and not going up to a half yard bundle because we were envisioning that you were using these for just adding little bits. And if you were needing half yards or larger, you would be potentially wishing to pull off your own curated bundle. But I always invite you to let me know if you are looking, as we're making these and remaking other colors, if you were looking to have us make larger bundles. Of course, I would be more than happy to make you fat quarter, half yard, yard, bolt bundles. You know, I can shop however you'd like me to shop for you. Let me just pop in the comments here, the color bundle collection here, so that you can see all of our great color bundles. Maybe it's in the second line here. So we sold out of the green, we sold out of the purple. We've already been making several different ones, and our vision is that we have a constant array of these bundles. So if you bought purple 6 months ago, let's say, as we keep doing this, the purple bundle that you buy in the future will not necessarily be the purple bundle that you bought 6 months ago, okay? We just want to have a really interesting grouping of fabrics. When the bundles are on the floor, everything that's there would be exactly the same. So if you had wanted more than 12 yellows, let's say, you would not be able to achieve that simply by buying 2 that were available at any given time. Does that make sense? I hope so. So we wanted to just make this as useful to you and be able to help you round out your colors. So I see Susan is asking if we can, so I'm not sure if it's green with a splash of yellow, or if that's what you're seeing through the camera, or if you're asking for a bundle that's green with a splash of yellow. So let me know. And definitely after we have all the core colors filled in, we are then trying to fill in the in-betweens. So we are looking at doing a pink. We had done a blue and we had done a green, so then we had done a turquoise in there. So we'll just keep, as we're able to, adding to these bundles, because you seem to be scooping them up just as quick as we can be making them, which is super exciting. So we hope you like it too, and keep on giving us your ideas for color ideas for how you would like them curated. And yes, a bundle full of sunshine. Indeed, indeed. Let's see what else I have for you tonight. Well, so just talking about color, because I know not all of you are able to watch every single week, even though most of you do, which is super awesome, and thank you so much for making me part of your weekly routine. I wanted to share with you that in the color range, we had gotten the Patrick Lose tonal trios, and there's 3 different textures in this fabric line, and each of the textures has 13 different colors. So there's a total of 39 pieces where you have where they all translate the same color. So 13 colors done 3 different ways each. And it's his 30th anniversary celebration. We're not going to open these all up again, but I just wanted to share with you that we have these here, and some of you have already scooped up the bundles. We have them available in fat quarter and half yards. Heidi's going to make a couple of these bundles be the entire tower so that you don't have to select each of them to make sure you get all of them. She'll just, if you were looking for the whole thing, we'll make that its own item. And I had a lot of takers take me up on when you purchased all 3, you received a special limited edition collector's Patroclus 30th anniversary tote panel printed on canvas so that you can make a super cute tote that will match these great fabrics. I didn't have complete confidence in the information I shared last week. I said we would be restocking this as available. This week on the Northcut fabric site, they have listed this as a reorderable basic, which is super exciting, and we intend to keep these in stock for as long as possible and as long as you are liking them. They've been incredibly popular in the initial week that we've had them in store. So that's really exciting. And I see Mary commenting here that she is super excited to delve into something because she took advantage of scooping up all 3 this past week. And I can't wait to see what you make as well. Super fun. So these colors seem to be kind of the now colors, don't you think? And even, you know, so these blues and such, this gray works really well back here. These pinks and corals, well, they're a good lead-in for my next fun teaser. Oh. So, hey boo, our first taste of Halloween 2024 just arrived today. And I just want to share, like, see what I mean here? That these pinks and corals really work together there? I think they do. So let's take a peek at these. So we are expecting yardage on Tuesday. They have shipped and UPS tells me they're going to be here on Tuesday. So that's really exciting. Oh, you can't see anything. So I'm not going to take this out of the plastic, but there are, maybe I'm not going to tell you. Dun, dun, dun. Ha. There are 30. There are 30 different fabrics in here, including the full panel here. And I will share the lookbook with you in just a moment. Next week, we'll take a peek at looking at all of the fabric up close and personal. I am really, really excited about this. So this is Lella Boutique. We have it on the website. We have the manufacturer fat quarter. We have the manufacturer fat eighth. We have the jelly roll, charm pack, layer cake. I believe we have the mini charms, and I just have lost it because, well, you know, that's what I do. We have an assortment of patterns that we're going to go through, and we also have the Hey Boo box kit, which is the pushing up daisies. Kind of crazy, but super fun with the different designs. So, you know me. I love my Halloween. Oh, and look at this. You get a magnet. This is really cool. Magnet. I wasn't sure if it was a sticker or a magnet, but Creeping It Real, available exclusively in the box kit. Huh. All right, so this quilt finishes 80 by 80, and it is $189.99. All right, and Joe wants to know, can we just buy the panel? It absolutely is going to be available. I didn't put the yardage on the website quite yet because of trying to make sure that since we didn't officially do pre-orders on this line, I didn't want to mess up my the incoming yardage that we were receiving, and I didn't want people to think that it was in store right away. But yes, you absolutely can just get a panel, and we can arrange for you to have that. Let us know if you have special requests. I also know that she is going to be doing a quilt along starting in May, and we can go ahead and kit that up for you. We hadn't pre-discussed kitting it, but with this information here, I know that she's going to be doing that. So let me share some stuff with you on my screen, and then we can talk about all sorts of really fun things that we can do with the fabrics and such. Sound good? All right, so, oh yes, love, love, love Halloween. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so we're going to look first at the Monster Mash. So her quilt along, that is starting on, I think, May 8th. So this is the Monster Mash Halloween Sampler Quilt. The blocks that are featured in this quilt are available as whole quilt patterns, or she is also offering individual block patterns that you can get. And then after you are completed with this, during the course of this, she'll be posting the finishing kit or the finishing pattern for it after she has gone through. So we have the materials list here, and I would be more than happy to kit that for you. If you were wanting anything like the specific sashings or anything, please let us know, because you know this fabric is going to fly out the door, and we want to make sure we can hook you up with these. We also have the coordinating solids that she recommends for her line. I know on our website, currently in the Hey Boo collection, I only have listed, I think, the pinks and the white. I'll have to check on the greens in there if I just didn't tag them to go along with the collection, because I want you to be able to easily coordinate those. So super excited about this line, and that'll be lots of fun. Next up, I'm going to share with you the Moda inspiration here. So let's see if I can, oops, let me share again, doing this. Okay, so here is the inspiration sheet from Moda. This is from their catalog. And let me see, can I make it bigger and have everybody still see it? I think so. I think that worked. Okay, so we have the patterns here for the really cool, oops, the little pouch bags on the side, and then these great patterns here that we'll walk through individually. And then looking at the fabrics, you can see all the great 30 fabrics, and you can take a sneak peek of that 24-inch repeat panel that Joe asked about there. Isn't that super cute? So those are 8-inch squares that you can use. So super fun, super excited, and I cannot wait for the line to get in. I hope you enjoy it as well. So let's take a peek at these patterns that we have in stock. And if there's one that we somehow missed or that you saw that you need us to get, just let us know. As these fabric lines come out, sometimes it takes a minute for the distributors to stock everything up. So if we missed one, just let us know and we'd be more than happy to get it in. So I'm going to take a peek overhead. So we have layer cake pumpkins. Okay, so this is lavender and lime. This is not Vanessa's. You're using the panel squares in here, and then you are piecing the pumpkins, which is super fun. You are using a layer cake. You are not using jelly rolls. So layer cake can be super fun. And this quilt finishes 64.5 by 74.5 and is a $14 pattern. We have Tricks and Treats by Lella Boutique. And this is super cute with these little pumpkins here. So you are going to, the finished block is 16 inches. The quilt finishes 80 by 80. You'll need a jelly roll and some yardage. Once again, if any of these are super exciting, now is the time that you want to be letting me know that you need it kitted. I can get you a price on that for you to know. This is the pattern for the Pushing Up Daisies for the Hey Boo box kit that we have in stock. So if you were looking to just get the pattern, we have that available. 16-inch block, $10 pattern. So you can see here how this all goes together, right? If you were looking to get the full quilt patterns. See, and then here we have the ghost and the house from that sampler as well. So these are available here. This is Ghost Town. And you can see that that sampler is really similar to the Ghost Town pattern here, except instead of just having ghosts and houses, you are also going to have other shapes, other quilt blocks. So this is a 16-inch quilt block and really fun there. We have Frank. I love Frank. What do you think? Do you think I should make a whole quilt of just Franks? Frank. So I don't think my Frank would be amused, but I think it'd be pretty funny. So this is a Frank pillow, and you can see that it's a 16-inch block. Super fun. Other patterns. We have the web, and this is framing out the fun quilt blocks as well as other yardage. And then you can see here Olivia's baskets. This is the basket pattern that was shown on the lookbook. The cover pattern has different fabrics on it, but the lookbook shows all of the different Hey Boo options, including, I believe they used a panel square on one of those. So that was super fun. It's a nice round basket, 3 different sizes. And then our friends from Solux Fabric made a pumpkin party pillow featuring mini charms, which we have in stock. And so the fabric on the cover is different, but this would be a really great, fun, scrappy option for making or for using your fabrics. So lots and lots of fun things. And if we look back at that Monster Mash, you would be, if you had wanted to get the full size quilt patterns, it would be all 4 of them, okay? So all 4 of them. These are $10 a piece, so $40 for this. Or she's offering a digital option, which you'd get from her, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be $30 option instead of the $40. The thing that I like about if you upgrade to get the full pattern sets is that then you have other things that you can do with these patterns instead of just having them be the centers. Like you get all of the information for making pillows or this really cool alternating pinwheel block. So something to think about, but you can do the quilt along by buying physical patterns or direct through her buying the individual block patterns. So lots of fun. Let me know if you need any kits, and we'll be looking at the yardage next week. All right. But we will be posting it on the website as soon as it's in the door, and I'm expecting it to be here on Tuesday. So we'd be putting it up on the web, and then we'd be letting you know as soon as it's on the floor. Super exciting. You know me, I like my Halloween. So I'll be going through the comments afterwards. I see a couple of you have requests in there, and so I'll make sure to type up those requests and make sure that you get a response from me. If you don't, we want to make sure that we follow up in other messaging. Does that make sense? All right. Great. What else do I have to show you tonight? Well, we're waiting on a lot of fabric. Like, it's going to be crazy. So, you know, we've had no fabric, no fabric, no fabric, no fabric, right? And now we're like gearing up and we see all these pick slips, which are super exciting. So we have, I showed you the Salute fabric last week, and then I showed you that really cool inspiration for the quilt that went along with it, the free and downloadable quilt pattern. We had such a popular response to that that we are going to be kitting that, the Salute from Northcott, and we ordered a ton more of that fabric because it's a really great, timeless red, white, and blue quilt fabric collection. So we'll be kitting that. It's going to take us probably about a week to make that happen, but don't worry, we're doing it. And then we'll also be sharing with you, Heidi will be working on a quilt kit for that or a quilt sample for that as well. That of course will take longer, but we want to make sure to get the picture out, or the kit out, sooner than later. Let's see here. So we'll fill you in on that a little bit later as we get more information. Shoreline is here. The yardage is flying off the shelves. So you want to make sure you scoop up your yardage sooner than later. It's really, really great. White and blue with some green and a little bit of taupe in there. It goes really well with Camille's previous Nantucket Shores. It also goes with the blue part of Sunnyside that was last year. So lots of really great combos that can happen with this fabric, and it's really, 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 really pretty. So you'll want to be stopping in to check out the front foyer that we're almost done redecorating. So we have the Lella Boutique, that is her Americana line. So that is Old Glory. And yes, that is the same designer. If you are a Moda fan, it's the same designer that did the Hey Boo that did the Old Glory, okay? So we have Old Glory up front. We have the Shoreline. And then we also are just completing the foyer as a really fun blue and white with a touch of red for that Americana look to it. So we brought up Cascade, the little bit of Cascade we have, the little bit of Blueberry Delight that we have, the Salute that we have, and also a little bit of Primitive Gathering red and cream. So really, really nice Americana feel to that front foyer. So that's going to be super exciting to be able to work with those, and it just is a nice classic look. We are still waiting on the Create Joy project that I was sharing, that we shared patterns with a couple weeks ago. And I don't have an ETA on that yet, so it has not shipped from the warehouse yet. So I'll let you know as soon as that comes in. And I have word that Roar by Tula Pink is going to be shipping starting next week. And I did secure another Big Bang quilt kit if anyone was still interested, because I had pre-arranged for everyone, for all of the Big Bang quilts kits have been spoken for. So there's one more that is available. This is an advanced level quilt that is foundation pieced. It is super fun, not for the faint of heart. And let me know if you had wanted to scoop one up. We got in the Roar project bags in the store, and we'd be more than happy to kit any bundle that we'll be making yardage bundles. If there's any other specific yardage requests that you need, let me know, because we'd love to be able to process those as soon as they get in. As soon as you see other shops receiving it, we should be completely in line with all of that. I don't have exact timing. I haven't gotten my FedEx numbers yet, but I know it will be soon, and the Jaftex warehouse is telling us that it should be shipping next week. So that is super exciting. Super exciting. And what is the price of the Big Bang quilt? That is an excellent question that I had written down that I will find out in just a second for you. It's not inexpensive. Big quilt. I'm just typing it in here to my code here, and it is I want to say it was, so it's under 400. I should know what that is off the top. I think it's like $379.99-ish. So I will get that for you. I'll confirm right after we're done here, but it is right under that $400 mark. And it's definitely a collector item. That pattern is available only exclusively in the kit, and I do know that our pricing is competitive with the other pricing that is out there by major retailers. So I'll follow up with you right after the show. Okay. And then we'll be getting all of the Roar listed up on the website as well, coordinating with when it arrives. Since we didn't offer pre-orders on that, it's a little late for me to post everything up there to make sure that we keep all of our inventory numbers correct. So just send me requests so that we can hook you up with everything that you need. Don't worry, we're getting a ton of it. And for those of you who are also curious, we're getting a ton of the Deja Vu Tebby Road. So lots of Tula, and we did get our basics restocked last week. Any questions tonight? Any questions tonight? As I had shared, we're a little light on some of the new fabrics, but don't worry, we'll be getting lots more because, well, we got lots of great fabrics coming. And also exciting, we have a new segment of our website that we're working on. It will be rolling out hopefully mid-May, that will be listing all of our futures that we have so that you know all the good stuff that we have on order, which is really exciting. And so that you can make your future requests that way. Oh, the one last thing I did want to share before we do a quick recap of what we have going on is a lot of you have been asking, what iron do I like? And I love the Velocity iron by Reliable that has a steam generator right on it in the handheld iron. Let me quick grab it because I got it in stock here. Again, oftentimes this is something that we carry just around the holidays, but I wanted to share it with you because, well, it's super awesome. And of course, I probably didn't put a price on it because, well, why would I do that, right? So this here, this is the Velocity 270 IR, and it is really, really fun, really, really great. It works well. And as I said, it has a steam generator in it, which is, or vapor generator. So it's not just a general steam iron. There's special technical stuff that happens in it. And the cool thing about the mechanism of how it does it is that you don't have the drips that you get from some other steam irons. I have been using this for a couple years now, and most of the Quilty staff have this iron as well, and everyone is super happy that they have acquired it. And so it's really fun, and it is a nice addition. So we have that in store here if that was something that you are interested in. We'd be more than happy to share that. And then you'll also have to let me know if someday you want me to do a live demo of our irons. So, okay. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us tonight. We have our beautiful Bees and Flowers pack. That is our bundle of the week. Limited numbers of those. Hey Boo pre-cuts in stock. Yardage coming on Tuesday. And then we have the really cool Noah's Ark Panel Blast quilt kit that is available in store now. Thanks for tuning in. Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.